Before his words shook empires, Karl Marx was just a boy in Trier, searching for truth in a world of contradiction. Early life, seeds of thought. Karl Heinrich Marx was born on May 5, 1818, in Trier, a quaint town in the Kingdom of Prussia. His father, Heinrich Marx, was a lawyer who had converted from Judaism to Lutheranism to escape the anti-Semitic restrictions of the time. This act of adaptation and resistance would echo in Karl's own life as he challenged societal norms. From a young age, Marx was immersed in classical education. He was a voracious reader, absorbing literature, philosophy, and history. His early schooling at Trier High School laid the foundation for his intellectual curiosity. At 17, he entered the University of Bonn to study law, but his rebellious spirit and love for philosophy soon led him to the University of Berlin, where he encountered the ideas of Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Intellectual awakening, the young Hegelian. Berlin was a crucible of radical thought. Marx joined the Young Hegelians, a group of thinkers who used Hegel's dialectical method to critique religion and politics. He became known for his sharp analytical mind and biting critiques. His doctoral thesis, The Difference Between the Democritean and Epicurean Philosophy of Nature, revealed his early interest in materialism and the nature of reality. However, Marx's academic ambitions were thwarted by political repression. Unable to secure a teaching position due to his radical views, he turned to journalism. In 1842, he became editor of the Rheinische Zeitung, a liberal newspaper in Cologne. His articles criticized censorship, economic inequality, and the Prussian monarchy, leading to the paper's shutdown and Marx's exile. Exile and partnership, Paris, Brussels, and Engels. In Paris, Marx found both refuge and inspiration. He met Friedrich Engels, the son of a wealthy industrialist who shared Marx's disdain for capitalism. Their friendship became one of the most influential intellectual partnerships in history. Engels introduced Marx to the grim realities of industrial labor, which shaped Marx's theories on class struggle. Together, they wrote the Communist Manifesto in 1848, a powerful call for proletarian revolution. Its famous opening line, "A specter is haunting Europe, the specter of communism," captured the growing unrest across the continent. The manifesto outlined the historical development of class societies and envisioned a future where workers would overthrow the bourgeoisie. Marx's activism led to further exile. He was expelled from Belgium and Germany, eventually settling in London in 1849, where he would spend the rest of his life. Das Kapital and the Struggle for Ideas. London was both a sanctuary and a crucible of hardship. Marx lived in poverty, relying on Engels for financial support. Despite personal tragedies, including the deaths of several children, he remained intellectually relentless. His magnum opus, Das Kapital, was published in 1867. It dissected the capitalist system, exposing how labor was exploited and surplus value extracted. Marx argued that capitalism was inherently unstable and would eventually collapse under its contradictions. Key concepts from Das Kapital include historical materialism, the idea that material conditions and economic activities shape society and history. Alienation, workers become disconnected from the products of their labor, leading to spiritual and psychological estrangement. Class struggle, history is driven by conflicts between dominant and oppressed classes. Marx's writing was dense and complex, but it laid the groundwork for modern sociology, economics, and political science. Personal life and character. Despite his revolutionary zeal, Marx was a devoted family man. He married Jenny von Westphalen, a woman of aristocratic background who shared his ideals. Their relationship was marked by love, sacrifice, and shared hardship. Marx was known to be affectionate with his children, especially his daughters, who later became activists themselves. He was also a man of contradictions, brilliant yet stubborn, generous yet combative. He spent countless hours in the British Museum, researching and writing, often neglecting his health. His home was a hub of intellectual debate, filled with books, papers, and passionate conversation. Legacy, ideas that shaped the world. Karl Marx died on March 14, 1883, in London. He was buried in Highgate Cemetery, and only a handful of people attended his funeral. Yet his ideas would soon ignite revolutions and reshape nations. His legacy includes Marxism, a framework for analyzing society, economics, and politics through the lens of class struggle. Influence on revolutions. Marx's ideas inspired the Russian Revolution, Chinese Revolution, and numerous socialist movements worldwide. Academic impact. His theories are foundational in disciplines like sociology, anthropology, and critical theory. Controversy and debate. Marx remains a polarizing figure, revered by some as a visionary, criticized by others for the regimes that claimed his legacy. Inspirational takeaway. Karl Marx's life is a testament to intellectual courage and unwavering commitment to justice. He challenged the status quo, endured exile and poverty, and left behind a body of work that continues to provoke thought and action. His story reminds us that ideas, when rooted in empathy and rigor, can transcend borders, outlive their authors, and shape the destiny of generations. And in the end, it's not the noise we made, but the quiet strength we carried through. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold,